rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm rolling in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you mean. While you chase the crooks and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no insight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm a VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along, but sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should, because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Yeah, keep it up, keep trying, but you'll be stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Everything shown on this stream is either publicly available material, content that was previously posted by the original source, or my own protected commentary and opinion. Any documents, screenshots, or excerpts are redacted and displayed in compliance with YouTube's community guidelines.
This stream is for documentation, criticism, analysis, and public discussion. It is most explicitly not for harassment, not exploitation, and not arousal. I did not hack anything, intercept anything, steal anything, or sneak around like a raccoon in a dumpster. Everything here was lawfully obtained or sourced with consent.
This is also not cyberstalking for the mental midgets out there, meaning repeated targeted behavior toward a specific person, and that would cause a reasonable person substantial emotional distress and serves no legitimate purpose. Commentary, criticism, documentation, and discussion of public material with a legitimate purpose do not meet that standard, no matter how pissed off it makes you.
Being offended isn't a cause of action. Being uncomfortable isn't a crime. Making bad choices and then being shocked by the results is a personal journey, not a legal violation. Hurt feelings aren't illegal. Embarrassment isn't illegal. Consequences are not harassment. And your own behavior making you look bad because of your own choices is tragically 100% legal. Deal with it.
Hey, don't know the difference between a fact and an opinion, and you're already rage typing in all caps. This may not be the stream for you. And if any of this is genuinely making you spiral and you are in the need of a voice on the other end, pick up the phone. In the US, you can call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for immediate support. Viewer discretion is advised.
I had it muted. Isn't that wonderful? Oh man, see, I'm trying some new software tonight and seeing if it works really well. If it does, awesome. We'll give it a try and give it a look. I don't have the super tips up tonight. So if you're trying to do something there, you're not going to be able to. But I do have something here that I'm going to try. And let's see, we're going to exit that one and I'm going to share screen if it allows me to. And that one there is what it should allow to happen. And then we're going to change something here really quick and I'm going to see if it works. So let's give it a try. Ooh, damn, that was a nice transition, wasn't it? And as you can see, all your chat is down there in the bottom and it seems to be working really well. I like it. And I think I can adjust that chat box just a little bit here. Let me do some editing on that so that way we can actually increase the size. And look there. There we go. Just Dawn, good to see you. Heather May. Diane, good to see you. Tammy Bogard. Ah, yes. It seems to be working. Seems to be working a little bit better. And I can also do this where it changes it just a little bit. And it will have what you guys are on. So I can see that Tammy Ginger, I colored my hair, is also on the YouTubes, as you can tell that. Hey, howdy. That seems to be working a little bit better. And I've got it set up in different settings. I don't know if it's going to work all the way through. But tonight, oh my gosh, I mean, and I'll go back to this. So that way I can talk with you guys for a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that was working. So here's a crazy thing. The whole anti-hales are just eating themselves up over there. And we talked about this a while back. We said, hey, they are, because whenever you're part of one of these little hate channels where you do nothing but hate people, you attack, go after them, you try to destroy their business. If you have that mentality, that means that usually you're going to go out there and you're going to do that to Tone to boot. Yeah, I love that. You're going to go out there and you're going to do that to other people that are supposedly your friends. Supposedly your friends. It doesn't mean that it'll work on every one of them, but it will. They will turn on each other. See, and I've got this happening here. See how that works. I can pull up like the and it'll show me if it's got like super chats and all that kind of stuff too, which is really cool. I'm sort of digging this platform. I will possibly, if this stream doesn't kick itself out and have all kinds of problems, I'll turn the super tips back on later on this week or next month. At the beginning of the month, I will do that. Watch out, you're redhead now. Woo-hoo. But yeah, I'll probably turn those back on at the end of the month. This month has been pretty crazy. I'm trying to get some stuff organized in chat. Super chats. Let me see if super chats. I say, well, let's see. Yes, that actually shows up even much better. Thank you. Maybe with a $2 super chat, those actually light up for me. So now I can see them. I can also star them, which is really cool. And they'll automatically remove themselves after a few seconds. It's pretty damn cool. I'm digging it. I like it. They actually work. And thank you for the $2 super chat. Those actually light up now on my screen, whereas they wouldn't do that before. I was having all kinds of problems. I should also be able to see anybody that's over on Kick or on Rumble, which I stream to those two places also. So those work really, really good. And I think also the memberships will show up and they'll light up the same way as they would in chat, which will make it a lot easier because that means I don't have to keep the chat window open over here on this, and I can just see everything that's going on in the chat. Oh, this is feeling much, much better. All good. Just relax and enjoy Shizzy and his cool changes. Yeah, I'm giving it a try, seeing if it works out. If it does, this might be. I might have to ditch the Streamlabs and get rid of that damn thing because it was. I can't have a stream cutting out in the middle of doing a stream. Ah, yes. Hey, just on. Good to see you. But yeah, this is. And as you'll see, there's no chat box down there. The only time that it shows up is whenever I switch over to this. And we're going to go through the deposition. This is Scott Stark's deposition. It's pretty short, just sort of like his time on this planet. He was cut down at an early age. So we'll hope that that you guys get a little bit of something out of this, and then we will move on to another deposition. Your birthday's coming up very soon. Well, and I also do have, I think this still works. And then I also have it set up if I ever do have the Yamaha show up. I think I've got it set up for open letters too. I don't have an open letter, but I can pull up an old one. I was supposed to say cool chat. Yeah, cool chat. Yes, I do have a cool chat. They're always fun. They're always on top of it. Yes. All right. Let's go through this deposition and like I said, the anti-hales are going to eat themselves up, and they'll continue doing that. They'll just regurgitate the same talking points over and over again because they don't have anything good to talk about. It's really weird that they can't find anything more interesting than Jeremy. They can't seem to get any traction. It might be, maybe they should go like try some exercise or something. Anyhow, here we go. So the following pages constitute the deposition of Scott Stark, taken at the instance of defense upon oral examination taken pursuant to notice on the 27th day of January, 2025, via Zoom video conferencing Florida. The deposition be taken purpose of discovery, use at trial, or for both of the foregoing or such other uses and purposes that may be permitted under applicable and governing rules taken before Connie J. Hunnings, a court reporter and notary public in and for the state of Florida at large. Mr. Shockett, we're here on the record. Scott Stark is on the, oh shit, he just hung up, man. And I really wish you would. Did you hear him a little bit? Court reporter says, I heard like a little. I couldn't even make it out. Shockett says, all he said was hello. All he said was hello, like stay on the record. Okay. We're talking to Scott Stark. Ms. Hunnings is on the line. We hadn't started the record yet. We did briefly start the record. Mr. Stark was on the line, and he just said that he's not going to. He first said that he has computer issues, and he agreed to do it by audio only. He did say a few things to Ms. Hunnings. She couldn't hear him that well, so we're going to give him the call-in number, and he literally just hung up. So we're going to dial again now here. Calls to this number being screened by the smart call blocker, blah, 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 unidentified speaker. Attorney Randy Shockett with court reporter. Please wait a moment while your call is connected. Does he have the same Zoom instructions I have? He does, but he's have computer problems. But I mean, the number to the call is on there. If you can't get through by video, you can call. Donnie, wait. He's trying to speak. Hello? Yeah. You called me? Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get started. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Okay, good. All right. Would you swear the witness in, please, Mr. Stark? Yes, she's going to swear you in. So he basically gets sworn in. Okay, so you're on the record, Scott Stark, a registered and licensed attorney in the state of Florida? Yes. And are you attorney in 2 cases involving Jeremy Hales representing Miss Preston? Yes. Okay, we're here strictly limited to inquiring as to the issues in the pending motion for sanctions. That's it. These are the sanctions that he ended up getting in a little bit of trouble with. That's what sort of got him right there. Okay, take a second to hit the thumbs up. Thank you very much. And make sure that you're subscribed to, you know how YouTube can be. Yeah, YouTube is crazy. It's kicked people off before. Okay, so we're strictly limited to inquiring as to the issues in the pending motion for sanctions. That's it. So my questions to you is, have you received all the filings in this case, including the motion for summary judgment? Yes, I have. Okay, did you write the complaint in this case or did somebody else? I write it. I had a person help me with it, but I made the final corrections and I signed it, so it's my complaint. Very important here. Okay, who was the person who helped you? Was it an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Florida? No, it was not. Who was the person? Well, it was Deuce. He's an attorney from Massachusetts. Oh, is he involved in this case? Is he doing any legal work in this case? Answer, maybe not in this case, but he's involved in the federal case. Right. When you say maybe, not Mr. Stark, is that a yes or no in this case? He responds, he's not involved in this case in an official manner. He's helping me out. Okay, I understand. All right. So do you have the lawsuit? Can we agree involves use of images of your client by several different defendants that you named? Answer is yes. Okay. Do you have any examples of the use of your client's image that would support your claims in this case? In case you're wondering, this is for the thumbnail case. Yes, I don't have them with me right now. I can't produce them immediately, but yes, we do have these images. Would you agree to provide them to me? You were asked in the subpoena today to bring them with you. He says, oh, I don't have them. Our computer is down and I'm not lying about that. I understand. That's what I'm saying. Images. I understand. You go ahead. I will provide you with the images. Has he ever provided those images? No. And then you will provide me with the images when your computer is back up. Answer as soon as possible. Yes. All right. Thank you. Do you recall those images as you sit here today? Recall them exactly? Yes. Or even generally? Yes, I recall them generally. Yes. So are the images of Miss Preston appearing in thumbnails for Facebook or YouTube posts? And his answer is, that's my assumption. Yeah, I'm not sure. You're bringing a lawsuit and you don't even know what that you're bringing a lawsuit about. Oh my God. Hey, Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. Good to see you. Emma Washington with the $2 super chat. Good afternoon, evening, or day. Good to see you, Emma. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Yeah, with Mr. Maskin, yes, and I talked to my client several times, yes. Okay, so can you tell us as an attorney, what is your understanding of the statute is? Is it that somebody posts an image of anyone on Facebook thumbnail without their consent, that they're liable financially under that statute you filed? That you filed your complaint under. That is my understanding. Okay. So there's probably a lot of images of your client on Facebook now. Do you know? Do you agree? Probably yes. Okay. So making this big, production of her on YouTube, I'm sure there is, but we'll talk about the matters in question. Questioner, which Randy says, right. So how many images do you have that you recall that you're going to produce when your computer's back up? I cannot recall. Right. But is it 1,000? Is it 10? 10,000? A million? Much closer to 10 than a million. Okay. Right. I got you. All right. But a reasonable amount. Yes. All right. Right. And you mentioned wanting a continuance in this case. Did you get my email saying that we need to meet and confer? He responds, I did not receive that email, so I don't. Okay. Answer, no, I have not received that email, Mr. Shockett. All right, well, let's go off the record just for a second. This is between the attorneys. There's a short discussion off the record. Mr. Shockett comes back, and they both come back, and he says, all right, let's go on the record. Yes, there's an issue now about concern with Mr. Stark's health problems. She's going to go on the record. Go ahead. Answer, okay. I'm suffering from diabetes. and congestive heart failure. So as we speak right now, I'm going to cardiac rehab for my congestive heart failure. Okay, I mean, it's Monday, Wednesday, it's Friday, it's from 12 o'clock. Well, excuse me, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Very confusing. In the meantime, I'm also in the process of cataracts, getting treated for cataracts. Okay, I mean, I had an insurance glitch that delayed it from January to February, sometime in February, and I don't have the exact appointment date. I'm going to have to go in and restart the whole process of getting prepared for cataract surgery. A lot of things going on, so that's why I filed a motion for continuance, among other reasons. Okay, but you wrote in your motion that you wanted until the 14th to file a response to the motion for sanctions. Is that still valid? Yes, sir. It's still valid. Okay, so here's my question. I'm sorry to hear about your health issues, believe me, but I don't understand. You've had months and months. This motion was filed in September to write a response to it. Is there a reason why you waited until now? Well, these health issues have been ongoing. So, okay, now I happen to, inaudible noise. Okay. So do you recall in this case, and I don't want to get into any what is discussed in settlement, but your office reached out to me for permission for you to speak to Larry Foreman, who is a defendant and my client in this case. Do you remember that? Yes, I do. Okay, and Larry Foreman called you and you eventually spoke to him, right? I don't remember talking to Mr. Foreman after Mr. Matskin talked to him. I don't remember speaking to Larry Foreman. Question says, no, I'm sorry. It was a bad question. I meant Larry Foreman did speak with you and your office as part of my saying, yes, you can talk directly with him. You have my permission, right? Answer, that is correct. Okay. Do you know that when Larry Foreman called your office the first time, your assistant said that you weren't there, that you were at the gym? He says that's part of the cardiac rehab, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 times a week. Okay, that's probably, I mean, I was not present, so I wasn't there when she said that. It's possibly she might have said it. So that's where we're at. Question. Okay, so tell us how you got involved in this case. Did Miss Preston contact you? Answer is yes. She contacted me through a lawyer referral protocol, lawyer.com. Okay. And how did Ducey contact you? Well, Ducey contacted me after Miss Preston came on board and says, I'm helping her out through all of these cases involving Jeremy Hales. Wait a second. So Deuce contacted him after Preston came on board and says, I'm helping her out through all of these cases involving Jeremy Hales. And maybe we can cooperate on the question. Did you enter into an agreement, a written agreement, to provide legal services to Miss Preston? Answer is yes, I did. She signed it? Yes, I did. No, did she sign it? Answer, I'm not aware of that. Probably yes, I'm not aware of that. Okay, can you, it's probably yes, and I assume yes, but so I'm not sure. You're not sure if they signed an agreement? God. Okay, if you have it, can you produce it to me? We can produce it. To your recollection, are you charging her? Answer, yes. What's your hourly rate? Answer, it was a flat fee. I don't have any. I think it was a flat fee, about $3,000. Okay, a flat fee. Hey, Tizzy, how you doing? Good to see you, child. Good to see you, Tizzy. Ah, yes. Yes, the wonderful Tizzy. Okay, a flat fee. Inaudible. Gotcha. All right, and she paid that. Yes, she did that. Okay, she's been keeping it. It was like, I believe, don't hold me to this, to the best of my recollection, it was $1,500 down and $300 a month afterwards. So is she now paid in full? Answer, I believe so. Okay. Did you, and again, I understand this is just based on recollection, but do you have any recollection? Well, strike that. Let me just ask you, you read the summary judgment motion, correct? Yes. Did you do any research into the cases that were provided in that summary judgment motion? As of right now, no. Ooh. Okay, is there any reason why, since you dismissed this case, correct? Which case? Idiot. The case that we're here in the deposition of right now, we call the thumbnail case, the one that's set for motion for sanctions. You dismissed it, right? And as his answer is, as far as Foreman, yes. Question, not just Foreman, you dismissed it for everybody. Are you not aware of that? Oh, yes. That's correct. Right. Okay. Just let me ask you, why did you wait until so many days after being given 21 days notice that we would seek sanctions? Why didn't you dismiss it during those 21 days? No reason. And any reason why you waited until after all of this legal work was done with summary judgments, then to dismiss it on the eve of summary judgment? No reason. Okay. All right. That's it. Have you been truthful on all of your answers? To the best of my ability, of course. All right. Is there anything else you want to discuss with me? Not right now. Do you want to read or waive the transcript? Read it. So, Ms. Hunnings, please reach out to him right now and tell him how he can read the transcript. And I'm going to order the transcript expedited. Go ahead, Ms. Hunnings. Okay, let me give you my assistant so you can give her the information. Okay, sure. Whereupon the deposition concluded at 10:20 a.m. One of the shortest depositions in all of this. He answered truthfully. He answered to the best of his ability. He gave his opinion on it. And he seemed pretty unable to know really what all was going on in all of this. I mean, that's sort of creepy that he went through all of this bullshit for when, there was 21 days to drop the case. Didn't do it. I mean, what was he thinking? Was he thinking that he was being smart or slick or what? Hey, Jack, how you doing? Good to see you, Jack Miles. Yeah. I just was like, wow. But what we've got, and we've read through this before, but I wanted to go back and sort of give a refresher on the kind of things that Jeremy had to deal with during these depositions, kinds of questions, his answers to those questions, and what brought it to being in front of Judge Bolitho, which are very interesting. If you see what exactly the questions that he was asking, I actually read through some of these today, and I got to say that Bruce was asking some pretty damn solid questions. And knowing where he's going with this, the attempt that he was trying to make, they were pretty damn solid questions. And the way that they were answered was absolutely solid answers. It was asking a question. There was a response. He would ask another question. There'd be a response. Sometimes he would try to twist and turn things. And of course, Shaka didn't let him get away with it. And Jeremy answered the best that he could, given the circumstances that he was given. And now this is going to be a very long document. So I don't expect that everybody's going to be able to handle a 3 or 4 hour reading through this, but I will not do it for 3 or 4 hours. I try to keep my streams at about 2 hours, so that way you guys can get a little bit of a rest and move on to other things. But it's glorious. It is really good. And I've come up with a new song, and I'll tell you what, if I end up getting, few more super chats. I'll play it for you. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if I can pull it up here like I want to. I think I can do it. Pretty sure I can. Yeah. If I get, I don't know, 5 more super chats, or we get 10 new members, I'll play you a fun song. It's good. It's really good. I finished it up this morning, and I've got a few versions of it, but there's one that I think it hit it right off the bat on it. We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. We'll have to see. What's the new system called that I'm using? Oh, thank you, maybe not very much. What the new system is called, I'm using EV Mux right now, and there's also another one, and gifted another membership. Thank you so much, Tizzy. I appreciate that. And that one went out to Rose. Well, thank you very much, Tizzy. And Rose, I hope you enjoy that. And see, I can see those right there whenever they come up now. Ooh, I love this one much better. This one's good. This one's good. But it is, yes, it's cold. It's cold here in Georgia too. Trust me, it's cold. It is definitely getting chilly. It's going to be getting there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get to this until we get to a good stopping point, and then we'll get you a song. Get you a song. I'm sure those super chats will come in. Give what you can, give where you can, give how you can, but don't. I want the Starbucks money, the stuff that you're just like, I could do without a cup of coffee in the morning. I don't want your ramen money, the one that feeds you. No. That would be bad. All right, let's go ahead and pull this one up here. Here we go. All right. Proceedings. The attorneys participating in this deposition acknowledge I'm not physically present, further acknowledge that in lieu of oath administered in person, the witness will verbally declare his testimony in this matter under penalty of perjury. Parties and their counsel consent to this arrangement, waive any objections. Randy Shockett from Trenton, Ducey for Michelle Preston, John Crook, they stipulate. Jeremy Hales, the plaintiff herein, having been duly sworn, and he was examined and testifies as follow. All right. Go. 10 gifted memberships. Holy cow. Man, we got it right there. And those 10 gifted memberships, oh, they went out. It'll take me a second for it to come in here. We got the 10 gifted memberships from Maybe Not. They went to the wonderful Tiger. I think it's Tiger, Charlie, Tree God, Kelvin, Tracy, Sounds of Voss, Melissa, Catherine, Hey Joe, and Cinder Finch. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you all for joining in, and thank you very much, Tammy. Yeah, that should get us one step closer to having that. Thank you, Maybe Not, for that. I appreciate it. All right. Let's give this thing a little bit of love here. Oh, well. Oh, I almost forgot. We almost forgot this.
Welcome to the shit show.
Every single day. A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balder, dash, pop, cock, bollocks, and fuckery. Live all over again. Love it. That's working really well. I am enjoying this program. By Attorney Masking. Good morning, Mr. Hales. Let me just go through a couple of ground rules and then we'll get started. So all objections are reserved until the time of trial, except to the form of the question. That means although your client, your counsel may object, or you might object or have an objection, but you must still answer the question, unless you're instructed not to by your counsel, for private or other valid reason. If you do not understand the question, please let me know. I will try to rephrase it. If you answer the question, I will assume you've understood it. You can ask for a break at any time, except when there's an unanswered question pending. Do you have any questions about those ground rules? No. Attorney Shockett. Well, I'm going to have a little instruction here. So, Jeremy, on that point, if I say objection, such as in this deposition, or may I say objection, totally irrelevant or not relevant, or relevance, it's preserved for the court. If he tries to introduce irrelevant material, for example, the objection will be heard. You still need to answer the question, okay? However, if he tries to, and I hope he won't ask questions that involve discussions that you and I have had in private. That's very improper. I think he knows better than that, but I will instruct you not to answer. So unless I say that, answer. Okay? Deuce Matskin. All right. So I'd like to begin with Exhibit 77. Attorney Shockett. Okay, you've got to hold on. You're not going to pull it up, is that right? Deucey. Well, again, you can pull it up, but I'll pull it up. Shockett. Wait a minute, did you just add something to the drive, sir? Deucey. There's 78 exhibits. Shockett. Okay, we'll go back to your drive. Okay, go ahead. It's up on our screen. Deucey. Do you recognize Exhibit 77, Mr. Hales? Shockett, we're scrolling, just so you know. Yes. What is that? That's a motion. Exhibit 77. A complaint. Is that the United States District Court, the Northern District of Florida? Is that the court complaint you filed in this case? That is the court complaint that my lawyer filed on behalf of me in this case. Okay, you're alleging that my clients defamed you and torturously interfered with your business. Is that correct? Objection to form, compound question. You can answer. Strike that. Among your claims is that my clients defamed you, correct? Yes. And separately, on separate accounts, you've alleged my clients tortuously interfered with your business, correct? Yes. And you allege they committed extortion directed at you, correct? Form. You can answer. Yes. Okay, if you look at paragraph 30, strike that. Paragraph 25 of the complaint, you do see that. Yes. Okay, it says Preston and Cook immediately began publishing defamatory statements about the Hales on their social media platforms in May of 2023. For example, Preston stated on her social media that she watched Jeremy Hale's videos until recently. And Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk. Did I read that accurately? Yes. Okay, are you claiming that this first quoted statement constitutes defamation? Objection. Watched Jeremy Hale's videos until recently? Objection to form calls for a legal conclusion. Also, competency is an issue. But you can answer if you can. Do you understand my question? Ask the question again, please. Yes, are you claiming that quoted statement watched Jeremy Hale's videos till recently is defamatory to you? I'm claiming that paragraph 25 is a portion of the entirety of the complaint that was presented to the court. That's what I'm claiming. Okay, so I'm going to ask you again the same question so I can I'm going to answer it again the same way. Paragraph number 25 is a portion of the entirety of the complaint that was presented to the court. And I see where he's getting at with his question. And it is a valid question. All right, if you think about it. He's saying that in that particular statement where he's giving the example, that particular example is saying this is an example of defamatory statements, and Deuce is trying to say, well, this one example, this is a defamatory statement. And he's trying to dig in and say, are you saying that this one thing is defamatory? And then how is it defamatory? So I understand where he's coming from with it. Attorney Shockin says, hold on, alleged to be a false statement by Attorney Ducey. My question is, are you claiming that there's this mispressed statement that you quote here, that she watched Jeremy Hill's videos until recently, is a false statement? Are you claiming that's a false statement? Objection to form. If you understand the question. I don't understand the question. Well, his instructions are that if you don't understand, you can ask him to amplify. Oh, I'm sorry, that's shocking. His instructions are that if you don't understand, you can ask him to amplify or explain. I'll rephrase it. You wrote in this complaint states in paragraph 25 that Ms. Preston and Cook began publishing defamatory statements on their social media platforms. And then, for example, your complaint says, for example, he stated she watched Jeremy Hale's videos until recently. So you're giving an example of my publication of a defamatory statement. So my question is that your allegation that quoted statement is a false statement? Attorney Shockin form. Do you understand the question? Ducey. You can answer the question, Mr. Hales. Is that a false statement? Paragraph 25 is part of an entirety of a complaint that was committed to the court. How does that statement that Ms. Preston watched Jeremy Hale's videos until recently harm you in any way? Again, that is a portion of an entirety of a paragraph, which is a portion of the totality of the complaint submitted to the court. And Jeremy's right in that. That was just a small paragraph out of it. Okay, but you said, for example, of a defamatory statement published on social media, and gave that as an example. So my question is, how is that an example of a defamatory statement? Attorney Shockin. Objection to form calls for a legal conclusion, and now that's the second time I've raised that objection, and we're going to, if you ask that question again, it's going to get the same objection. It's a competency issue. Whenever he says competency, it doesn't mean anything like mentally incompetent. What it means is Jeremy isn't a lawyer. He cannot define what defamation is. Okay. And he can claim it's defamation, but competency means that he would have to be competent as an attorney in the law to basically give the legal terminology to that. And he's not a lawyer. So how did I get it to you? I don't know. Still not feeling well. Oh, sorry to hear that, Stacy. Ducey says, I rephrased it. I said, how is the statement, watch Jeremy Hill's video until recently, a defamatory statement is stated in paragraph 25? Attorney Shockin, objection, competency. He's not a lawyer. If you want to ask him as a lay opinion, that's fine. Well, I'll ask again. Are you claiming that this is a false statement, which is an element of defamations? Well, in all reality, let's talk about false statement. Who knows what your client actually says was true or false, considering under oath she has stated she has only watched, 2, 3, maybe 4 videos of What the Hales, but then she's posted all over the internet that she's watched all the videos until recently. What is the truth? What's false? You tell me. She's your client. Well, of course, strike that. Place on the record that I want Move to strike that entire tirade. Attorney Shockin, you don't have the power to strike anything. You can say move to strike, that's fine, but you cannot say something is going to be stricken. Just strike. Let's move on to the next. It's not stricken. Let's move on to the next quoted statement that paragraph 25 offers as an example of defamatory statements about Hales on their social media platforms. Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk. Is that your claim that that's a defamatory statement? Same objection. If you're asking his lay opinion, that's fine. To save time, every time that you raise legal terminology to this non-lawyer, I'm just going to say objection to form, but that's what I mean, counsel. He's not competent. He's not a lawyer. If you want to ask him, Mr. Hales, do you understand his lay opinion? That's fine. Go ahead. You can answer if you understand the question. Mr. Hales, do you understand what defamation is? Yes, I do. Okay, what? Just give me your lay understandings of it. Defamation are things that are untrue that damage the character in association with that individual, which is such as taking and placing signs along in a town where that individual lives that states that, oh, Jeremy Hales, the Ohio arpist, arped my child. Defamation. Okay, but you said things, but you meant statements that are untrue that harm someone's reputation. Is that accurate? Your understanding of defamation is statements that are untrue that harm someone's reputation. Untrue, false. Gotcha. False statements that are false that harm someone's reputation. Correct, Mr. Hales? Please repeat your question. Mr. Hales, is it your understanding that defamation are statements that are false that harm someone's reputation? Yes. All right. Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk, a statement that is false that harms your reputation. No one, it is. Number one, it is false. Number two, a judge or a jury will decide whether it's defamation or not. I won't be the one deciding on those things. Okay, but you're alleging that harms your reputation. A jury and a judge, or a judge and a jury, or both will decide whether that's defamation or not. I understand. Are you alleging that harms your reputation? I'm alleging that your clients have harmed my reputation in horrific ways. Okay, but I'm asking you about this particular statement. Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk. He's really focused on his junk. Yes, it is a false statement. How does it harm your reputation? That will be determined by a judge or a jury. Okay, but how do you allege that it harms your reputation? That will be determined by a judge or jury. No, a judge and jury doesn't determine what you allege. They determine what's true. Ha ha, I got you. So I'm asking you, what are you alleging? You're asking him to rephrase. I'm not objection to form. Compound question. Competency. Well, again, you say that is an example of defamatory statement which you understand to be a false statement that harms someone's reputation. Jeremy Hales only thinks about the size of his junk. So I'm asking you, how does that harm your reputation? Form. How do you allege that it harms your reputation? What harm do you allege to have suffered by that statement, by that quoted statement? That's three questions. Objection to form, compound. All right. So I'll rephrase. What harm do you allege as a result of that statement? Jeremy only thinks about the size of his junk. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the complaint actually states how it has harmed my reputation, how your clients have harmed my reputation. All right, so you're not going to answer in how they damaged my business, how they damaged my personal life, how they damaged my personal relationships, how they damaged my income, how they damaged every aspect of my life, how they've your client's literally stating he's going to shoot me in the face and feed me to the gators. And the list goes on and on. Should I go further? I understand. Or do you want more? I understand that the list goes on and on. Now let's move to paragraph 27 because it's the same exhibit. Tell me when you're ready. Oh, do you see it? Okay. So can I ask a question about it now? You ready? Yes, ready. Okay, you write that in May of 2023. Mr. Cook pulled a gun on you as you were driving in the public roadway to enter your property. Is that somehow relevant to defamation in your view? A false statement that harms your reputation? Objection. Compound question. Also didn't read the entire sentence. There are three items here. Number one, first one you left out when... First one, you left out when Hales returned from Ohio for a town meeting. Okay. When Hales returned from Ohio for a town meeting on May 23rd, Cook pulled a gun on Hales as Hales was driving by on the roadway to enter Hales's own property. Did I read that accurately? Well done, Jeremy, for keeping us cool. I would have lost the plot with Deuce on the first question. Well, no, well, here you have to understand, it's not hard. It's not hard to answer these questions if you're not lying. See, this is one of the reasons why Michelle got herself all mucked up in her deposition with Randy Shockett, because she would lie, then she would expound upon it, and then she would continue to change her story over and over and over again. In my opinion, she just opened up the door for more questions. If she would have just stuck to giving the answer and not adding extra things to her garbage, that her deposition would have been pretty damn short. But yes, she didn't do that. And did Mr. Cook say anything to you while you were driving by, entering your property, and he pulled a gun? Did he say anything to you? He said lots of things, and it's all recorded, and it's all on video, and it's all part of evidence. Is that the video that we're familiar with, where you approach the truck and he's sitting in with your cell phone and start throwing the epithets? You mean the video where he trespassed on my property and threatened to go bang, bang on me, threatened my life yet again? That video? Is that the video you're referring to, where he trespassed, literally parked on my property, where he literally said that a gun was going to go bang, bang? That video? Okay. Is that the one? The one I'm thinking of? The one I'm thinking of is when you walk up to it and call him a gay effing faggot. Maybe that's the same video. Repeating what he has called me every single time when you said he has said anything to me, which is on video of him calling me those things. Okay. But that's just you talking about this same video. And not only saying that he was saying that Martha would be shoving things up in my backside. That video. That's the one you're referring to, right? When you're asking, does he say anything to me, right? Mr. Shockett. I think he's number one. Okay. You guys are conflating number one and number two. Much evidence out there. Well, there's so much evidence out there, it's hard to keep it all. We're talking about the go bang. That's in number two. Witness, okay. Attorney Shockett. I think he's talking about number one. Those are two separate incidents, counsel. So it's not the video you're referring to. Mr. Shockett, there's a video of both. Now let's move on to part 3 of paragraph 27. Maliciously threatening. We're moving on a lot, don't we? Maliciously threatened to injure to Hale's reputation with intent thereby to extort a pecuniary advantage, and accordingly publicly stated falsely on Facebook that Hale's finance had oral sex with him and that he has photographs to prove it. That's subpart 3 to paragraph 27. Attorney Shockett. And there's a footnote to counsel, which if you're going to read, you need to read the entire sentences, including footnotes. All right, Mr. Shockett, I can read or not read as I choose. So did I just read subpart correctly? No, you missed the footnote. So if you're going to read it correctly. I am reading paragraph 27. Sub 3, maliciously threatened to do injury to Hale's reputation with intent to thereby to extort a pecuniary advantage, and accordingly publicly stated falsely on Facebook that Hale's finance had oral sex with him and that he has photographs to prove it. Aside a footnote, did I read that correctly? No, you didn't read the footnote. Read the footnote. Mr. Hales, I get to run the deposition. If you're going to continue and Mr. Shockett is going to continue, then I'll reach a point where we'll end the deposition and bring a court motion. So all I'm asking you now is, did I accurately read what's in paragraph 27, putting aside the footnote? I put aside the footnote. All I'm telling you now, so you don't have to, is that you didn't read it correctly. So if you don't have to talk about a footnote, you forgot the footnote. Everyone, stop. Just tell me if I asked you right. No, stop. Stop. In fact, you read it. No, everyone, stop. I'm going to stop this before we continue with the rest of this deposition. If we continue to talk over each other, we're not going to have a record that anybody is going to be able to read. I need it to be question, pause, answer, or else we're going to have a record that no one can decipher. Thank you. Witness. Thank you, Alyssa. Ducey, Mr. Hales, please read sub 3 of paragraph 27 out loud. And I think it's a good time to have a song. What do you guys think? Let me see if I can make this thing work. Let's see if we can make this thing work. Let's get some thumbs up in the chat while I make this happen. Give me a second. And we will make it. We will see if we can get it here. Because I think it's time for a little song called Chicken Skins and Cigarettes. What do you guys think? Chicken skins and cigarettes? Testifying, testling, testarooing. I've been gone before. Hey, Knock It Offler, good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Testifying, testling, testarooing. I've been gone before. Yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. All right, let's see if we can do this. And we're going to stop that screen share, and then I'm going to share another screen, this one here, and we're going to highlight me right here, and maybe here. That's what we'll do. Yeah, we'll go there. And let me know if you guys can hear this. This is an old one, so tell me if you guys can hear this. Could you hear that? All I want to see is a peace symbol in the chat if you could hear that. That's it. I'll give you guys a couple of seconds if you could hear that. If not, then I will have to do something different. Yes, yes. Yeah, I see a yes. You could hear that. No noise. Nope. There was a peace symbol in the chat. You could. Maybe. Hey, all. No. Okay. All right. Let me do this then. We're going to do this, and we're going to spotlight it there. Now you'll be able to hear it. Let's give you a little bit of chicken skins and cigarettes. How's that?
No camera on, just a breathing mic. Static wheeze in a midnight fright. LED hum, grease in the air. She hits the stream alone.
No, nobody there. She welded to the chair like it owes her money. Skin on skin, humid below on the sweater. 2 chins harmonizing when she inhales. Sounds like a leaf blower choking on nails. Grease goes clean to the carpet pile. Every breath smell like spoiled now. Keyboard shiny, keys worn flat from rage tapping lies and eating through gaps. Hey, paper plate buys on a poultry crown. Skin folded up like a greasy shrine. She smacks her lips, talks through teeth. Truth brown slow beneath the grease.
Chicken skins and cigarettes, greasy joy and no regrets. Crunch loud enough to scare the dog. Smoke thick like a brain dead fog. Chicken skins and cigarettes, even the cricket left in distress.
Ashtray overflowing looks like a swamp. Filters crushed like boundary stomp. She flicks one down, lights another. Rants about enemy she never met or smothered. Grease slides wrist to elbow bend. Shirt stretched thin, stained yellow again. Burps mid-sentence, keeps on going. Hate gets louder the less she's knowing.
Chicken skins and cigarettes, greasy joy and no regrets.
Dog bolts down the hall. Smoke so thick the thoughts just stall.
Chicken skins and cigarettes.
Cricket packed up, said hard pass left.
Beside the mic, evidence of for poultry strike. She pauses, swallows, clears her throat, then fires off another quote. Claims receipt shows none just sound. Confidence loud, facts drown. She chews harder when she's cornered. Crunches punctuation, rage fermented. Chicken skins and cigarettes, greasy joy,
No regrets, mic clips, audio red. Smoke so dense it kills the thread.
chicken skins and cigarettes.
Even the silence sounds upset. Oxygen weaves between each word. Heart thumps like it's filing a grievance heard. Ash falls slow on grease wet hands. She wipes them off on the chair's armrest land. Lips smack cough, swallow, lie. Same sentence, different fry. Room smells like burnt fat and spite. She says I'm fine through the night.
Chicken skins and cigarettes.
Greasy joy,
No
regrets.
Crunching like bones in a trash compactor. Smoke so thick it needs an actor. Chicken skins and cigarettes.
Cricket left a note, get help then split.
Chicken skins and cigarettes. Greasy joy.
No regrets. Conch cock dog gone feral. Smoke so thick the room's immoral.
Chicken skins and cigarettes. Even the smoke detector stressed. Smoke hangs low where the ceiling cries. Grease still warm, truth still lies.
Oh, it's not over
Heartbeat
yet.
thumps with the detector scream. Red lights blink like a bad, bad dream.
Won't shut up, won't let go. Telling secrets she don't know.
Last track burns, lungs protest. Still
Nina,
chewing
good to see you.
through the final breath. Chicken skins and cigarettes. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets.
Oh yeah, that was chicken skins and cigarettes. I hope you guys liked that. That was fun. I like doing that. That was a good one. Doreen knows Shizzy is playing a song. Hey Doreen, good to see you. I believe that was No Renee Me Too's. Just playing a song. Don't you worry about it. Just a fun little song. You like that one, Tizzy? That was fun. I've got another version that I like better. That was the first try at it, but it's much better. Yeah, it gets much better. I've got other versions of that. Oh yes, I do. just you just have to wait. Let's see. We'll stop that one and we'll bring this one back up again and we'll continue on. That was just a nice brief interlude for you guys. All right, let's do it. And here we go. Back to it. Sorry. All right. Why is that doing that? It's acting all funky. Why is it acting all weird? Harvey, you're not late. You're right on time. Yes, that's absolutely right. With all the chicken fat and operating flames, sounds like an upcoming grease fire. That's right, Trucka. That is absolutely right. I love being right, but I don't remember when I was right about. It happens. It happens. I'm right. I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. All right. The witness. Thank you, Alyssa. Mr. Hales, please read sub 3 of paragraph 27 out loud. Answer. Maliciously threatened to do injury to Hale's reputation with the intent thereby to extort a pecuniary advantage and accordingly publicly stated falsely on Facebook that Hale's fiancée had oral sex with him and that he has photographs to prove it. Footnote. Okay, now, Cook posted, Jeremy would like me to post the picture of my schlong in George's mouth. You can't take this one down. Question. Okay. Is that your allegation? That is a false statement that harms your reputation. Attorney Shockett form as stated before to keep matters short for the reasons stated previously. Same objection. You can answer if you understand. It's clearly stated as false, and a judge or jury will determine whether it's defamation or not. Okay. Now, so where's this threat that extort pecuniary advantage in that statement? Objection. Objection to form. Do you understand the question? Judge and jury will determine that, not myself as a layman. Okay, but I'm asking you, is you allege with intent thereby to extort a pecuniary advantage, so tell me where in this statement or anywhere else in there the threat to extort pecuniary advantage. Objection to form. You're not reading the entire quote. You're leaving the word out, intent. So I don't know why you say it sometimes. You say it others. Sometimes you include it. Sometimes you don't. If you're going to refer to a paragraph, I'd ask you to please, Mr. Shockey, this is improper view. And I ask that you, I don't know why, but you keep on. That's why I'm objecting. You keep on, the record will reflect this. Sometimes you read a sentence one way, then sometimes you take things out. So I'm just trying to, Mr. Shockey. Sir, it's your deposition. I'm just trying to help you. I'm done. I'm just going to object every time you do that. So just say compound. Mr. Shockett, objection to form, and then say nothing more. Okay, sir. I know the rules. I'm going to object and state the reason every time. My question is, what about this statement that you just read from sub 3 and footnote 2 constitutes a threat to extort pecuniary advantage? From where do you get your allegation that there was an intent to extort a pecuniary advantage? Objection to form. It's two questions, compound. From where do you get your allegation that the statement was made with the intent to thereby extort a pecuniary advantage? Judge or jury will decide that, not myself as a layman. Is there a statement that you can point to by Mr. Cook that demanded pecuniary advantage from you in any form? The judge and a jury will determine that, not myself as a layman. I'm asking you to identify a statement, whether oral or written, by Mr. Cook that your claim was extortive, threat to extort pecuniary advantage. Form. Do you understand a question? Myself as a layman will not be determining that. A judge or jury will be determining that. Is there a statement by Mr. Cook that you allege where he said, give me something or else? If you can fill in, again, I'm a layman, you can fill in with the something or the or else. Let me repeat. Is there a statement you're alleging by Mr. Cook in which he told you that you had to give him something, anything, or else anything? The whole aspect of them stalking me, the whole aspect of them trying to get money from me, the whole aspect of them trying to utilize and take advantage of my giving heart is an aspect of intent to. That if you don't give it, I'm going to post pictures of my schlong in your finances mouth. If you don't give it, I'm going to post signs all over the town where you live that state that you are my child. If you don't give it, I'm going to post things about your fiance's family being terrorists. If you bought more property for it to be a training ground for terrorists, if you don't give us these things, as we saw played out in real life. Okay, so is there any statement, and the list can go on and on and on. Are you finished? Is there any statement, not an aspect, but a statement that you can point to, oral or written, by Mr. Cook, in which he said that you have to give me something of pecuniary value or else he will do something, whether it be post signs, post photos of your fiance, or anything else? Is there any such statement? Compound. Objection to form. Do you understand the question? Absolutely. Can you answer it? Everything stated, all the evidence that you have in your hands is all because they did not get what they wanted from me. Okay. Again, an oral written statement that you can quote or point to in which Mr. Cook said, give me something or I will do something. Again, everything that you're looking at from the aspect of he's got pictures of his schlong in my fiance's mouth and I can't take that post down is because they did not get what they wanted from me. Money, fame, and gifts in kind and donations. And the list goes on and on. Okay, where does it say, where does it say that, Mr. Cook or Miss Preston ever say that? I understand you believe that, but I'm asking, where did they say that in written or oral form? It's their intent from the very beginning. Intent, malicious, maliciously threatened to do injury to Hale's reputation with intent. So that was the intention from the entire time, to stalk and then try to get money, to try and get fame, publicly posting she's going to launch her YouTube at my event, Have Mel Time to Grill. They're begging for items that I have, money, donations, intent. They didn't get it. Then what happened? This is what happened. So there's no statements you can point to all written where they actually say we're going to do things unless you give us something. Intent, you mean like statements that you have in writing that you're going to help people grow and fuse if they cover your side of the story like that. You notice what he pulled right there. Him showing that right there was saying that this is really important because this is where he tried to involve other people. Intent, you mean like statements that you have in writing that you're going to help people grow and fuse if they cover your side of the story like that, like things that you've done, put in writing, claiming that you're a famous lawyer. What a joke. What a joke. You're a famous lawyer, putting in writing that you're going to guarantee views, things like you've done. Would you like me to go on? Things like creating an ecosystem, an anti-Hale's ecosystem that destroyed someone's reputation to destroy their business in writing, like you have done. You. Let the record reflect, Mr. Matskin is actually smiling at that answer. Oh, by the way, there's also a piece of evidence. Give me $65,000. Doocy. Oh, wait, that's in your evidence. You're going to get to it, isn't it? Why don't we go straight to Exhibit 1? Tell me when you're able to look at Exhibit 1. I've got to get it. Hold on. I've got to close this one first. Witness, by the way, Lisa Lee is waiting for your text messages. Oh, wait, that's transcribed and that's evidence now, too. Ooh. Ooh. You see what he did there? Damn. Oh, that was crazy. Oof, he got him. You got him on that one, I will say. Got him on that one. Question. So Exhibit 1, are you able to open that? Attorney Shockett, hang on. It's so out of order. I don't know why your exhibits are not numbered correctly. Let me try that. They're in order, Exhibit 1 through 78. Attorney Shockett, mine is this, your Google Drive, it's out of order. But I can find it. I just got to scroll. They're in numerical order. Not on my screen, they're not. Okay, do you see that? Yeah, I can see it. Okay, we have it up, counsel. Okay. Is this what appears to be maybe a Facebook post? It's not what appears. It's what it is, posted by your client. A Facebook post that appears to be posted by Lynette Michelle Preston. It says, well, there's a yellow highlight on the part that reads, put your freaking money where your mouth is and pay him the $65,000 so he can walk away and leave me in peace. Did I read that accurately? You read otherwise shut your damn pie hole and leave me and my little girl alone to finish this statement for you. Okay, and who is this? Do you understand who this is directed towards? Absolutely, it's directed towards me. So who is him and pay him the $65,000 so he can walk away? Who's him and he in that sentence? John Cook. And is she saying to pay him $65,000 for what? So that she can be rid of him. She wants my money. What? You didn't know your client wanted rid of your other client? So she suggested that you give Mr. Cook $65,000 so he can leave her? I'm suggesting exactly what it says. Put it in capitalized, put your freaking money where your mouth is and pay him, meaning John Cook, $65,000, so he can walk away and leave me in peace. Otherwise, shut your damn pie hole and leave me and my little girl alone. Okay, this was sent to you. This was a public post. Okay, was this sent to you separately, privately, in any other form? Again, this is a public post. So is it your claim that this is an extortionist threat? Objection to form, same reasons as before. Do you understand my question? Do you understand my question? Ask your question appropriately. Is it your claim that this Exhibit 1 contains an extortionist threat? Give me money or else? Objection to form, competence calls for a legal conclusion. But if you want an answer in his lay opinion, you can answer. Again, as in layman, I won't be making those decisions. A judge and jury will. Okay, but you understand that we're here to determine what evidence you have of your claims, right? Yes. Okay, so I'm asking you, does this constitute evidence of your claim of extortion? Same. Again, I'm not professional. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Jeremy. Okay, now a couple more saying Rick is not doing that tonight. Oh, Nick did message Megan about going live, but then changed it. Something come up. Don't think he will make it on. Not tonight. Oh, that's so bad. So sad. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome. Glad to see you guys here. A couple of chatters have mentioned that Ricada covering LP deposition later. They wanted you to know. Well, thank you very much, Heather May. I know that's what's going on. I do appreciate letting me know. Oh, and I almost forgot. It is Knock It Off, Lord. Testify. Oh, okay. I already got that one. Sorry. I needed to scroll down here just in case anybody else came in, said anything. Tizzy waving. Good to see you. Oh, man. I've missed a lot of chats. We got some wonderful people. Hey, Peanut. How you doing, Miss Peanut? Gwen the Ferret. Oh, look at all you wonderful people coming in to hang out, chilling. And hello, Alyssa. Good to see you. How you doing? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before, but most definitely welcome. Good to see you. It was Megan's night. Oh, yeah. Megan had a good night. Hey, Wise Diva. Hi, all. Hi, Wise Diva. Oh, my. You can answer. He's going to do it regardless. My attorney Ducey. Let's move to paragraph 30 of the complaint. Tell me when you're ready. What was that? 70-something? Witness 77. Docket 77. Which one? Which paragraph? 30. Correct. You ready? Yep. Can you read that out loud to me? Answer. On or about May 28th, 2023, Preston, meaning Lynette Preston, posted on her social media that 1, I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again. 2, she will put a cap in the ass of anyone who messes with her. And 3, I'm done with it. You met your match, Mr. Hales. Question. Is it your belief that any of those 3 statements constitute defamation, false statements that harm your reputation? Objection to form as before. Same answer as before. A judge and jury will be deciding that, not myself. Is it your testimony that I'm going to stand tall, not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again as a false statement that harms your reputation? Yet again, same answer. A judge and jury is going to determine that, not myself. Okay, do you have any information as to how that statement harms your reputation? I have plenty of information. Well, what is that? Again, a judge and jury is going to be determining that. Well, no, you said you had information as to how that statement harms your reputation. So I want to know what your information is. You have it as well. You have all the evidence. Sir, I need you to tell me an answer to my question. What is your information that the quote, I'm going to stand tall and not let Jeremy Hales hurt me ever again harms your reputation? First, hold on. Objection to form. Oh, my goodness. That's a different question. So same objection as before. Again, how did that statement harm your reputation? Form. Mr. Hales, I have a question pending. How did that statement harm your reputation? You can answer. First of all, I never hurt her. So in the aspect of claiming that I hurt her, that harms my reputation. That is a false statement. I never hurt her once. I never hurt her twice. Now, what we can talk about is all the things she's actually put in legal writing and in court about John Cook abusing her. John Cook actually abusing the child and him threatening her life, her mom's life, with a firearm. Not to mention three legally documented instances with John Cook pointing firearms at different individuals. We don't even know about the individuals that he hasn't been documented with the Levy County Sheriff, but there's 3 documented. Living in fear every day of my life, and individuals destroying my life with defamation, stating that I've done something to them that I've never once did. Oh, by the way, you're part of that as well. In writing, literally in writing. You have written it. You have sent it out. And they're all coming forward with what you've said and what you've done. Mr. Hales, I'm going to just sort of warn that I'm going to ask that the court require you to pay for this transcript if it is replete with tirades and asides that take up a lot of the transcript and are not moved to strike that last statement by Mr. Madskin and not responsive to my questions. So, also move to strike that. Let's look at number 2 in paragraph 30. She will put a cap in the ass of anyone who messes with her. Where did that statement? Where did you see that statement or hear that statement? She posted it on Facebook with a picture of her and her firearm. Is that your belief that that somehow caused you damage? That would be why it's in a complaint, and I filed it with the courts. So, yes. Welcome. Sorry, I meant to say Max. Hey, Max, how you doing? Good to see you. And how did that cause you damage? That would be determined by a judge and jury. So you're not prepared here to explain how this statement on social media that Miss Preston will put a cap in the ass of someone who messes with her harms you personally form? That will be determined by a judge and jury. But you can't explain here how that harmed you. That will be determined by a judge and jury. But the judge and jury, the jury has to base its decision on evidence. So we're here to learn what evidence you have. Is that a question? So what evidence do you have that that statement harmed your reputation or caused you damage in any way? That will be determined by a judge and jury. Okay, are you unwilling to answer the question? You just don't have any evidence that you can articulate. That will be determined by a judge and jury what damage that has done to my reputation. Do you know it's the same question? I need a 2, 3, and a bathroom break, guys. Let's just finish with this. No question pending, so let's take a 2-minute break, okay? Let's finish paragraph 30, then we can do that. Oh, are you refusing on the record to give a bathroom break, counsel? You're adding another question? Go ahead, take a break. 2 to 3 minutes. Sure. And a recess was taken. Ooh. Hey, Max, I'm gonna catch up with chat here a little bit and read what you guys have been talking about. Hello, Max is in the chat. Hey, Debbie, he was on Mugs. Oh, yes, Debbie Baker, he turned in already. Oh, hugs, Miss Tizzy to bounce. Hey, Brenda, Tizzy, hello, everyone. Hello, Teresa, good to see you. Debbie Baker, hope you all have a fantastic evening. Has anyone seen Max? I have not seen Max. I hope that Max is doing okay. Max might be getting a little bit of rest. You know how that goes. Sometimes old man just needs to get himself a little bit of sleeping, snoozing time in. That does happen. My gosh, thank you so much. It looks like someone hit me over here on the backside of things. Let me see what this is. Oh my gosh, Debbie Baker, thank you so much for the 20. Missed your video. Watched. That was yesterday. Thank you so much. And also another one from yesterday for 25. Thank you also for that one. I appreciate you, Debbie Baker. That is so kind of you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I miss those sometimes because, well, I slack. I slack sometimes. Said he was going for the right. He was going for the right. Oh, going for the night. Gotcha. Well, I hope he does get some rest. I hope he does get a little bit of rest. He needs to get rested up because this week is about to get crazier and crazier. I mean, with the way that people have been acting, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw all kinds of crazy stuff happen over the next couple of days, especially the way that they've been freaking out lately. It's been interesting. Hello, chat. Hello. Again, let me see. Well, is this where BBB starts stuttering because he gets frustrated on this deposition? Big Al, that you might be right. This might be exactly where he gets so frustrated on this deposition. And I mean, I do understand his frustration. I mean, it's understandable why he gets frustrated. Because he's trying to force Jeremy to answer a certain way. And Jeremy, it's not like Jeremy's outsmarting him or anything. Jeremy's just answering the question, and there's certain things that it's like he's like, he can't trip him up on this. He's answering all those things truthfully, and he's not sitting there saying X, Y, or Z. He's not making any legal determinations, and that's pissing off Bruce, because Bruce wants him to make claims so he can turn around and say, see where you said this, see where you said that. And that's why he gets so excited about all of this and starts getting frustrated, because he's used to dealing with people that don't listen to their attorney, like Lynette. In my opinion, she doesn't listen to her attorney whenever they tell her to shut up. That's why she doesn't show up to depositions, and why they can't get her to answer any questions, because she's got a diarrhea of the mouth, which Jeremy doesn't in this. And so it's really frustrating to him, because he's trying to get him to admit to something that's not true. And he does that by double speak, dropping out words in his phrasing, not showing the whole quotation, things like that. This was for Fed 1. Yeah, this is for Fed 1 Depo. Yeah. And there are more. This was just the first part of it. This was the first part of it. So after the recess, we were looking at paragraph 30 of the complaint, and I was asking Mr. Hales, if you allege that the third quoted statement, I'm done with it, you've met your match, Mr. Hales, harmed your reputation in some way. Form. Do I still answer? You can answer when I say form. You can answer it. Witness. I think you have a drastic misunderstanding in regards to defamation and extortion. This is part of extortion. Give me what I want, money, give me promotion, give me physical items, donations, or I'm going to pop a cap in your ass. I'm done with you. You've met your match. There are multiple facets of this complaint, and you somehow are taking defamation and extortion and trying to ball them all into one, which is extremely foolish on your part. This is extortion. Give me what I want. If you don't, this is what I'm going to do to you. And then a throwdown threat. I'm done with it. You've met your match, Mr. Hales. Okay, so and what flowed out of that, please let me finish, and what flows out of that is defamation upon defamation upon defamation upon defamation in an attempt to destroy my life, my business, my personal relationships. And I'm quoting you now, quoting you, Deuce, an anti-what the Hales ecosystem. I'm going to ask you about that on the record. Oh, he says, no, that's shocking. I'm going to ask you about that on the record. Ducey says, counsel, Mr. Hales should address me as counsel or attorney Matchkin, not by my first name. I'd ask you, how about Deuce? How about I exercise my First Amendment right? I'll address you any way I legally want to address you. Ducey, so counsel, I ask you to politely ask your client to address me as counsel, attorney Ducey, or Ducey, Mr. Ducey. One of those three, not by my first name or any nicknames. Would you kindly make that request of your client? Sir, you're taking a deposition. I'm not under oath. Continue with your deposition. So you won't ask him to refrain from calling me? Continue with your deposition, counsel. When I talk to my counsel, you do not get to tell me what to tell my counsel, what I tell my client. Well, I've made a professional. Please move on. I'm not going to. You're just dragging this out. Is there a question? Please ask your next question. As a professional courtesy, I would like you to ask your client to refrain from addressing me by my first name or nickname. I've answered. Do you have a question for my client? Otherwise, it's my turn to ask questions. Okay, Mr. Hales. Is there any statement as you just described it? Give me what I want, or else this is what I'm going to do in one statement. $65,000 requested, $65,000. We already looked at. We looked at that piece of evidence. And it says give $65,000 or else I'm going to do what? Put your freaking money where your mouth is or shut your pie hole. The intent is there to destroy my reputation, to destroy my business, to destroy my personal relationships. Paragraph 31. Can you read that out loud, please? Hang on. Despite knowing the falsity of their statements, Preston and Cook used their defamatory statements to persuade Hale's customers to stop supporting Hale's. So my question is, how did they persuade your customers to stop supporting you? Attorney Jockett, objection. When I say form, you can still answer. All right. All right. Well, we can go in and already see that the customers, for example, in fake What the Hale's pages, that you're pretty active in calling people idiots, calling them morons, and yet you want professional courtesy. That's funny, by the way. So we have all of these individuals stating publicly on other hate channels, such as Two Lees in a Pod. We've got Millstown Best. I'm not watching What the Hale's anymore. I'm not supporting them anymore. And you at the forefront of it, the anti-What the Hale's ecosystem in writing. How can a lawyer be so foolish to put something like that in writing? Attorney Jockett, let the record reflect. Ducey just smiled again and is smiling at those comments, and he admits he does. Let the record reflect. Since there is no video here, the jury will be advised of the record. Ooh. Do we have other discovery? Any other discovery evidence reported? Oh, no. It's on stay. This one is on stay, knock it off. See, you have to remember that this current case is on stay due to bankruptcy. So we can't get any other evidence. She was required to turn it over, but instead she filed bankruptcy. Has his work cut out for him in the depositions he's had to do with he has his work cut out for him, and we haven't even moved on yet. We'll find out here within the next few weeks what exactly is going on in that case, because I'm sure some new stuff is going to be popping up. And this is one of the reasons why Jeremy has said, thank you, Deuce, for delaying all of the court filings and filing that bankruptcy, because now they're getting more and more and more evidence. More and more evidence now that all of the bad stuff that they've done is starting to show up. All that proof they've been giving it and not even realizing they're giving it. Yes. It says, paragraph 32, you allege that Hale's reported all of the above evidence while in Ohio on September 23rd, and Ohio court issued a 2-year renewable restraining order in injunction against Preston and Cook for stalking Hales and his fiancée. Did I read that accurately? Yes. And then in paragraph 33, to date, this has not stopped Preston and Cook from continuing their illegal acts against Hales. Rather than cease, Preston has demanded that Hales provide her with a list of names and contact information of all his donors. Did I read that correctly? Yes. All right. Well, where is this demand? In what form does it take of providing her with a list of your contact information of donors? I find it ironic that you're asking when you're complaining to the judge that we have released public information in regards to her deposition. And in the deposition, she's the one that demands a list of all of my donors. Isn't that weird? In which deposition? In the deposition you're referring to from January and the state court action that she filed? Yes. So paragraph 33, this statement refers to a statement she made during her deposition in January? Yes. Do you recall the exact statement? Unless you can bring it up as evidence, I can't recall the exact statements unless you have it prepared. We can view it together. That's okay. To my recollection, it is, I want a list of all his donors, screaming in the deposition. Do you remember the context? What was it in response to? Again, if you have it, you pull it up. We can watch it together, but I don't have it in front of me right now. Okay, other than what you just quoted her from your memory, do you remember what came right before that? No, I do not. And when you say in paragraph 33, continuing their illegal acts against the Hales, are you referring to that demand of you providing customer or donor information? Objection to form. You can answer. They continue to break the civil protection orders. Your clients have been found guilty, and they continue to break the civil protection orders. Douchey. What customers have you lost as a result of the conduct of my clients? Attorney Shockett, hold on. Now, this is different. So client lists are confidential. So I'm going to, Mr. Shockett, I have a question, and I'm going to instruct him not to answer because the names of, are you asking for the names? We lost you. You froze for a second. Are you there? Deuce, can you hear us? Are you asking for individuals' names? I asked a question. Okay, he can either answer it or say he doesn't understand the question. I can rephrase it. You can, well, I'm going to object and instruct him not to answer it. I don't know if you're asking for names, you do not give out names or anything confidential from your confidential customer list. Now, that's an improper instruction because it's, no, it's not. You go ahead with the court. It's confidential. I'm objecting. You're not going to get his names because you're asking for confidential information. Is it your allegation that you have lost customers due to the conduct of my client? Yes or no? Yes. Are you capable, if your counsel were allow you to do so, to identify the customers you claim to have lost? Yes. Are you capable of identifying individuals by name? Yes. So to be clear, when you're talking about customers you lost, you're talking about individuals. To be clear, customers is plural, meaning more than one, made up of individual persons. Again, my question is, are you able to identify individual persons that are customers that you lost? Yes or no? Again, as you've already asked this question, yes. How many? I do not know the number currently. Can you give me a range? We are hiring a professional to do an analysis on money loss, customers loss, and that will be presented in the federal court. When you say an analysis on customers loss, for example, you talking about a viewer of your YouTube videos? That's one aspect, a consumer. So you would claim damages as a result of a viewer of your YouTube videos that shows you to no longer view your YouTube videos because of something my clients did? Yes. So you're going to attempt to identify all people who were your YouTube video viewers and then weren't anymore and try to correlate that with conduct of my clients? Objection to form. You can answer. Okay. Let me get very clear here for you so you understand. The conduct of your client that calls me a child rapist, the conduct of your client that states that I raped their child, the conduct of your client that states we're opening a terrorist training ground on the old schoolhouse, the conduct of your client that I can go on and on and on. Yes, I've lost customers due to the actions and the statements of your clients. And yes, we will identify as many as we possibly can. But then the reality is we can't identify all of them, but an expert will do an analysis and share how much we've lost because of them, meaning Brooke, Annette, Attorney Shockett. Just counsel, I will tell you this based on, there's no question pending. No, I know. It's not a question, counsel. I'm trying to help you. If you and I, counsel, I don't. If you and I can come, the last thing I want is your help. Okay? Now, please be quiet. Let me ask my questions, okay? If you and I can enter into a confidentiality agreement, you can get those names. I am absolutely willing to keep any information procured in this deposition to myself. In writing, sir. We'll have to do it. It's not just a deposition. We'll do a blanket confidentiality agreement so you don't have to keep coming back based on an objection. I'm willing to do it. It's very common. I can send you a draft if you want to look at it. Let me respond to that. There's no need for such a document for Mr. Hales to be able to answer my questions in this deposition. You can rely on my representation. We will move on. Now imagine, and I'll say this in all seriousness. Imagine had had Jeremy given up that confidentiality, and we've seen Deuce's behavior just in the past 2 months. Well, it's been longer than 2 months, the past 6 months. We've seen his behavior since he hasn't been part of this case where he dumped out of it or got dumped. That he's emailed a judge multiple times, that he's getting in trouble for it, that he's being referred for unlicensed practice of law in the state of Florida. He's also being referred to the bar in Massachusetts, Connecticut. On top of that, do you think it would have been a good idea to not get that in writing? To have that confidentiality done in writing? Because if he had done it in writing, in my opinion, he would be sued for his behavior. But I don't think that stopped him, did it? Interesting thought. Very interesting thought process. Oh, alas. Question. My question is it your intent to have an analysis so you can literally identify by name individuals who used to watch your YouTube videos but no longer do? Blame it on my clients and claim damages from that? You're horrible at phrasing questions, but I will do my best to give you an actual good answer. We can provide names of individuals who are not consumers anymore because of the actions and the statements of your clients. And how many such individuals are you able to identify? I do not have a count. Is it under 100? I do not have a count. And for any given such individual how is it that it causes you damages if they no longer watch YouTube? You on YouTube. Again, a judge answer. A jury will determine damages, not me. I'm a layperson. All right. Paragraph 79, you ready? Not yet. I told you we're getting there. Mouse is a little slow. Okay. It says, despite knowledge of the customer, singular, contractual, and business relationship with Hales, Cook intentionally ends without valid justification, interferes with such relationship. Is it your intent to have a single customer referred to in this paragraph? The aspect that Cook defamed myself and then openly, publicly posts that he is posting things such as dildos for $1 on Levy County Facebook groups, destroying a customer base, trying to make gross allegations that I'm selling dildos, used dildos for $1 a piece, that he's posting in the Democrat Party, that he's posting in the LGBTQ communities, that he's posting all potential customers. Is there a contract that you lost that you attribute to Mr. Cook and Ms. Preston's conduct or actions? Multiple contracts that are under attack personally right now in the aspect of Cook and Preston, both stating that they're trying to get our YouTube channel shut down. Oh, by the way, you're part of that as well. Isn't that interesting? Tried to hide the smile this time. All right. So we've got the whole aspect of contract with YouTube. We've got a whole aspect of contract with Facebook. We have the whole aspect of contract with Instagram, TikTok. I could go on and on. X, Twitter. We can go on with the aspect of, I don't know, Olight. Oh, wait, that's right. You're behind that as well. So we've got Olight. We've got Whatnot being attacked now. We've got anything we can put our hands on being attacked by your clients and personally by you. The question is, if you lost a contract that you've had because of my client's conduct or actions or statements, objection to form asked and answered. You can answer it. I've already answered it. No, you haven't. Did you have a contract that was lost? Strike. No, you haven't. Do you have a contract that was lost or canceled due to my client's interference? Your clients have attempted to interfere with all of my contracts on a daily basis. Okay, you've listed a number of companies. TikTok, do you have a contract with TikTok? Everybody has a contract when they get into terms of service. That's a written contract. Have you lost that contract due to my client? No, I haven't. And Whatnot, have you contract with Whatnot? Yes, I have a contract with Whatnot. And have you lost that contract due to my clients? Not currently. Has it been affected in some way? Absolutely. In what way? False bidders. False bidders? Yep. What does your client and you are spurring on other people to do hateful, malicious things, such as come into my auctions, then inflate prices, and then not pay. Therefore, that item is no longer, for example, if it's a Gatorade bottle and someone says, I'm going to pay $1,000 for that Gatorade bottle, now they don't pay. Now that item didn't get to be sold to the person that would have paid $10 for it. That affects my contracts and my business. Hey, James Patrick, good to see you. And that's something you're claiming and alleging my clients do. I'm claiming you do it as well. But you don't have a lawsuit against me. You have a lawsuit against John Cook and Michelle Preston, am I right? That's interesting. I don't have a lawsuit against you yet. So you're claiming that Michelle Preston or John Cook do what you just described to interfere with your bidding falsely? I'm complaining what the complaint states, that they're trying to interfere and hurt my contracts and relationships. Okay, so you acknowledge you haven't lost a contract with Whatnot due to my clients. I've acknowledged that my contracts are under attack on a daily basis due to your client and you. What about YouTube? Have you lost a contract with YouTube due to my clients? My contract with YouTube is still in place. Well, you said TikTok, Whatnot, YouTube. You mentioned 3 or 4 others. Would you be able to repeat them? Or if I have to have the reporter look back? You can have the court reporter do it. Would you mind to listen? Thanks. Okay, so Mr. Hales, they read back from the record. Okay, so Mr. Hales, have you a contract with Facebook? I did. You did? But does that mean you no longer do? Yeah, it's gone. What was the contract with Facebook? What does that entail, the contract with Facebook? That would be proprietary information, and it's none of your business. But you're saying that you had a contract with Facebook and you lost it? Let me answer that again. That contract, it's called Nunya, as in none your business. So you're alleging through tortious interference against my clients and their conduct resulted in your loss of a contract. So is Facebook a contract that you lost? I already answered that for you. No, I don't think you did. Well, I'll ask you again. Please clarify me. Are you alleging you lost a Facebook contract due to my clients? Yes, I've lost a Facebook contract and I continue to lose revenue on a daily basis due to your clients and due to you. Well, what's a Facebook contract? You want me to name it again? It was called Nunya. Nunya business, that's proprietary, and you're not going to have information in my personal business. Okay, but you're alleging that you had a business contract with Facebook, that you lost it because of my clients. Is that accurate? I lose revenue on a daily basis due to your clients, due to you. But was there a contract that Facebook said, well, we're going to cancel this now because of something? I lose revenue on a daily basis due to your clients and due to you. Okay, let's go to Olight. Am I correct that Olight is a product that endorsed What the Hale's YouTube? You are incorrect. Olight did not endorse YouTube. YouTube had nothing to do with Olight. Olight had nothing to do with What the Hales. What the Hales endorsed or promoted Olight. I see. What pursuant to a contract with Olight? No, I was not under any contract with Olight. You were not under a contract with Olight? Did I stutter? I'm asking to clarify. Did you ever have some sort of contract between you and Olight? Did I not already answer that? I'm asking you to answer it again. Did you have a contract with Olight? No, I did not have a contract with Olight. Then what did you describe as you were promoting Olight? I will try to put this in the simplest terms possible. I was promoting Olight. Were you receiving any remuneration, compensation, consideration? Yes. Revenue. From Olight? Yes, from Olight. Okay, can you explain how that worked? No, that's confidential. Oh. And I know, I know, here's the thing. If you know anything about doing any sort of promotional things, that's not how any of that works. And for him to give up that information, it would give up information about his business and the way that he operates his business. Because if he gives up that information, he knows that Deuce is going to use that information to come back and attack him with it and ruin his business even more, especially whenever Bruce has already stated publicly that he is looking to destroy, take down Jeremy Hale's YouTube empire. So for him to give that kind of information, it's basically saying, here's how you can do it with anything that I promote. Anything that I endorse, anything that I receive money off of in compensation for this, it doesn't necessarily have to be a contract. And that's why he's not answering his question. And that pisses off Bruce, as you'll see. This deposition requires you to provide relevant information. If it's confidential, you can accept my representation that it will not be shared, and your counsel can take any steps he believes is necessary to protect it. But what I need to understand is what you're alleging, what my clients did that caused you damage, and you're alleging that they interfered with your contract with Olight. Am I wrong or right about that statement? Can you ask a simple question? And by the way, as you said, you had, wait, boss, I'm not done. As you stated, I can take your counsel that you won't. You really think I'm ever going to trust you, you fool, you incompetent fool, literally in writing stating the anti-what the hell's ecosystem, you fool, in writing. Oh my goodness. And you think I'm ever going to listen to anything you have to say? When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, I have lost income, revenue, due to your clients and due to you. So you're alleging that my clients interfered with the contract that you had with Olight. I'm alleging that I lose revenue on a daily basis due to your clients and relationships with potential contracts in the future and relationships that are being strained with current contracts. You can ask the question again. You're going to get the same answer, or you can just move on like you do after I put you in your place every single time. Okay, so yes or no? Are you alleging that you lost the contract with Olight due to my clients? Objection to form. Are you that foolish? How many times do I have to tell you I didn't have a contract? And you want to keep saying, are you alleging that I lost a contract with Olight? How many times do you have to be told there was no contract? Was I making revenue? Yes, I'm losing revenue, and my relationships are being damaged due to your clients and due to you. Okay, so you're alleging that you're losing revenue from Olight due to my clients, correct? I'm alleging very clearly in my complaint that there's interference with my contracts. There's interference with my revenue due to your clients and due to you. Well, right now, I'm only asking about Olight. So you made it clear that you don't have a contract with Olight or didn't have a contract with Olight. But my question is, are you claiming that you're losing revenue from Olight due to my clients? How many times do you want me to say, yes, I'm losing revenue due to your clients with past, current, and even future contracts? But I'm only talking about, do it again. Ask me one more time. One more time. One more time. Just Olight. I want to know about Olight. What did I tell you already? Well, you keep saying other, past, future, etc. I just want to know very clearly, are you claiming you're losing revenue from Olight? Just Olight, not anybody else. I've lost revenue in all aspects of my businesses due to your clients and due to you. So that would include Olight. Let me state it again. I've lost revenue in all aspects of my businesses, and Olight would be one of those aspects. Let me state it again. This is like you with Lynette. Again, I've lost revenue on all aspects of my business. Deucey. So I'm going to try one more time. Are you claiming that you've lost revenue from Olight from due to my clients, just Olight? Again, I have lost revenue in all of my business endeavors. Okay. How would you earn revenue from Olight? None of your business. So you're claiming that you lost revenue from Olight due to my clients, right? Do you want me to go over this again? So how does the revenue work with Olight? None of your business. Okay, what about, you mentioned past, present, future contracts, so we went over some social media contracts. Facebook, TikTok, whatnot, Olight. What are the contracts you've been harmed, interfered with by my clients? I've lost revenue in all my business ventures due to your clients. Okay, but I'd like to have individual name of the companies or other identifying aspects of the contracts. How many times has BBB asked that same question about Olight? I could not imagine being polite with as what the hell's was trying to be. Goodness, I'd not have. I know. That's the crazy part about it. Decreased income. No, I mean the other party of the contracts you're saying were harmed or affected. Objection to form, you've asked and answered it, but have at it. So I imagine you have a pile of contracts in paper form in front of you, all your business contracts. I'd like to pull out figuratively the ones that you claim were harmed, interfered with by my clients, and tell me the name of them. Objection to form. Again, my income has decreased due to your clients, what they have said, what they have done, their actions, and yours in regards to destroying, the anti-what-the-hell's ecosystem. Okay, so you're not going to just tell me whether Olight itself discreetly, how you lost revenue from Olight, just Olight. You're not going to answer that question? Are you even asking questions? I mean, you're literally all over the place mumbling, and then you put all this stuff together and there's not even a clear question at the end. Can you ask a very clear question, please? Did Olight take some action with respect to their business arrangement with you following the publication of that video where you and Guapo are almost in an altercation? Can you ask a clear question, please? Do you know which video I'm referring to at the storage facility where each of you and Guapo had your cell phones out and yes, I do. It's sometime after that you lost revenue from Olight. Yes, it is. How long after that? Almost immediately. And yet you're blaming that on Cook and Preston? No, I'm blaming that on you and them as they encouraged everybody to contact Olight and state that I was using a flashlight as a weapon. Which, by the way, Olight actually markets as a weapon. That's why it is there. So individuals such as yourself, individuals such as the two Lees, individuals such as, your entire anti-what-the-hell's ecosystem, encouraging people to go out there and contact Olight to actually hurt my contracts. All the stuff that's actually published, already addressed. It's all there. All evidence. It's there in video form. Yeah, absolutely. That hurt my revenue. Claiming that I ain't done yet, keep your mouth shut, claiming that I was using a flashlight that's marketed as a weapon which never left my hand, never left, and never did anything whatsoever. Yeah, you hurt my contract. Your clients hurt my contract. Wait, that's right. There's no contract. You're the one that asked 25 times about a contract. There was no contract. It hurts revenue. I didn't sign a contract with Olight. The revenue was still there. The revenue is gone. Facebook revenue is gone. Olight revenue is gone. YouTube revenue has been destroyed. And my list can go on and on. But really, it's none of your business. So what did Olight do or say? Did they send you a letter, an email? Did they call you on the phone? It's none of your business. Object to form compound as well. So after the video that you were discussing, did Olight contact you? Again, none of your business. That's confidential information. That's confidential business information. Well, I'm just asking if they contacted you. And I'm telling you that it's confidential. Did you not hear me the first time? I stuttering? You can't, without giving the details, you can answer that question. Well, yes or no. That. How is it confidential? Oh, sorry, that's shocking. You can, without giving the details, you can answer that one, yes or no. That, how is it confidential? How is it confidential? Just to counsel, he can answer. It's a yes or no question. Yes, they contacted me. In what form? Email. And in that email, did they inform you that they were changing whatever business arrangement had been in place? Confidential information. Was this email sent the day after that video played? No. Related to when the video played? How long after did you receive the email? I don't recall. Was it within a week? I don't recall. Do you know if the action Olite took, which you're refusing to disclose, was taken in reliance on a particular source? Again, confidential information in regards to the context of the communication. Well, you testified that you were struck down. Do you know whether Olite watched the video? Objection to form calls for speculation. You can answer. Olite contacted me. Did they indicate whether they had watched the video in question? Olite contacted me. Any context of their communication with me is confidential. But you can just tell me whether they indicated that they watched the video or not. Or I could tell you, or I could just tell you that it's confidential. What I'm trying to ascertain is whether you're able to say whether whatever decision they make to action that changed their businesses with you was made in reliance on actually having seen the video or some other source. What I'm trying to say is it's confidential. Okay. Do you know whether, you don't have to tell me the answer, but do you know whether they saw the video or not? Any communication with Olite and myself is confidential. Did it include either way? Whether they viewed the video without telling me whether they did or didn't view the video? Can you just... Any communication with any of my contacts are confidential. And I understand. It's just these voices. I try. You make me sound like Cartman. Well, here's the thing. And I understand, I do understand where Deuce is trying to get with this. And what he's trying to get at is he's trying to say, if Olite watched the video, then it was his behavior that caused this. That's what he's trying to imply. That if they watched the video, then it was his behavior that caused this. And that's where he's pushing to try to steer this conversation. Jeremy's not falling for it. Because he can't determine, or if he can determine, it's none of Deuce's business, whether they watched the video or not. Because behavior that drew attention to anything that happened in the video was due to Deuce and what he alleges Deuce and the fleas and the whole Anti-Hale's ecosystem are the ones that not only bragged about saying this on their channel, but also did and pointed other people to do this, to contact Olite. That's why he's trying to get this question out there. And good on Jeremy for not answering that, because it would be not the fact that they had crazy emailing them a lot. Yeah, well, yeah, that would be enough. It's those social justice warriors. They just got to go out there and destroy businesses. Question, but in this case, any of my business is confidential. Well, let me pull that back up. Sorry, I just about closed out of that there. Not that the fact they had crazies emailing them a lot. Yeah, that could be too. I mean, I don't, and it might be that we just don't want to deal with this anymore. I don't know what the reason is. Like I said, that would be private confidential information between Jeremy and his people there. The people he's dealing with at Olite. Okay, but be clear, in this case, although it's not named in the complaint, Olite is one of the advantageous relationships you claim my clients interfered with. Well, you're very clear with that, as you've been on the live streams when individuals are so happy that they actually interfered with it. I mean, why would you even ask when you've already had all the answers? Oh, you've been in part of it. You literally have been part of it sitting right there. And everybody rejoicing that it's gone, that it's over. Where's the grin? Where's the smile? Okay, Why don't we take a 12-minute break until 11:45? Okay, go off the record. And a recess was taken. And that's 2 hours right there. Folks, that's 2 hours. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So glorious. Everybody, I do appreciate you coming by tonight. And I'll have more on this. And if more court documents come out, I will be reading those because I'm sure that they're firing those things up. Not the fact. Jeremy is a beast, head down, working hard and looking out the front door every day. That's right. That's right. He's been doing everything that he can, just working, just doing his business. And thanks, Tizzy. I appreciate you. No, Tizzy, I want to thank you because you give such a beautiful breakdown of everything. If you guys haven't subbed up to Tizzy, I would highly suggest it. It is really good stuff that Tizzy does. She gives a full receipts on all of this stuff. Timelines. She's giving just good breakdowns, and they're fun. You get a cute little tigger jumping around. It's wonderful. I always enjoy it. I enjoy so much of everybody else's content that, I don't get to see everything. But I do want to thank you all for coming by tonight, and I am going to give you the outro. And I think I want to just say thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow, most definitely. Thank you guys. Peace.
Thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me Papa Nut, call me the GOAT. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Bathe in my glow, you're so unclean. Your shade like a breeze, it's barely a draft. I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live, 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 live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. You're a mental midget while I stand proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, headline act. Your background noise and the sister fact. Call me daddy, let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate, watch my stream every damn night. That's why, kiddos, I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy, send in your bread. I'm living rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you wanna complain. Call me daddy, let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry that I break your streak. You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there and you're trying to chase cloud, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids and I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy, daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just a troll. So here's your bedtime story, kids, sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever if you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental king. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same thing. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm rent free your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm bigger than life, you're a burned out star. Call me daddy, embrace your role, cause I'm the main character, you're just an old raggedy ass burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa
See me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.